Like one of the things about doing Artie Lange show was I always forget what a genius he is. Like he is a fucking...
You've always said that about
He's
him.
a fucking
A lot
genius.
of people say that, right?
I have never...
Comedy genius.
Yeah, I think Artie Lange is like just as far as a guy who can riff and come up with amazing things. To me, I've never... This is my job. I've never met anybody that good in my life.
Really?
I've never
He's
seen
that
anything
good,
like it. He's that good. He is as close to a genius as I've ever seen it in terms of just one after another, after another, after another.
I'll tell you what.
He's amazing.
I got a reference for you. You
Yeah.
ever seen Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald and him?
Yep.
That's a great movie.
He always gives you your money back. He goes, "Did you buy it? Did you go see it?" He goes, "He'll give you $12." He goes, "Here's your $12 back."
No, I'll give him whatever money I have. That's one of my favorite movies.
One of my
as a kid.
favorite things he does when he does stand up. He goes, "Do you saw Dirty Work? Who saw it? Really?" And he'll pull his pocket and
I
give you
fucking
$20.
love Dirty Work.
Yeah. Well,
and Boat Trip.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan.
He's just his ability to just constantly be funny.
He's just a beast.
I've honestly never seen anything like
now.
it.
He was on Crashing, right?
Yeah, he was on Crashing. He was on. He's done a lot of stuff. But
He's always working.
Always working. But
his issue has been, and
drugs.
is drugs. I'm not ratting him out here. I'm not being.
He'll tell you right now.
Yeah, well, it's out in the public, but it's been drugs has been his.
It used to be booze, and now it's drugs. You know, that's his heroin and cocaine.
Damn heroin.
Yeah, that doesn't work out.
Oh, there's my movie.
But
Dirty
he's
Work.
so funny. He's so
What's
kind.
he do? But does he travels? And he's a stand-up comic.
I don't know if he's doing a lot of stand-up now. But as far as one of the kindest people and one of the funniest people, and I was reminded of it this
nice.
weekend. Yeah, and we've known each other now 25 years.
Forever.
So, and we were watching clips of us together on Mad TV.
I bet
we were
that was
so
cool.
young. Yeah.
What were you guys doing?
We did a lot of sketches together.
No, I'm saying
I did his show.
New
He's
York.
got a show.
A podcast?
It's a radio. I think it's a podcast. It might be a radio show. It's a radio show.
Probably both these days.
Yeah.
It's like he's like on a New York radio.
Yeah, and he had Stuttering John from Stern on, and I guess they got in a fight.
A real fight?
Yeah, Stuttering John. I was there. I didn't see it, but I guess Stuttering John kind of left in a huff. And they were talking about it. I guess Stuttering John brought up the fact that Artie's dad fell off a roof and was a quadriplegic, but there was no joke there, and then
That's
it just
fucked up.
it got weird, and I don't know.
So Artie comes from a rough background, I assume, right? Do you know?
He comes from a great family, but his father, when he was 18, was this real tough roofer and fell off and became quadriplegic. And the only time, I'm not emotional, right? I'm not emotional.
No,
the only time I've cried really hard was the time he told me the story about when his dad said goodbye to him, when his dad decided no longer to.
He's going to commit suicide.
Well, whatever it was, his dad decided that this was not how he wanted to live his life. And I started crying on Larchmont Avenue. We were eating, and I started to cry, and I couldn't help but cry. The way he told the story, he's got that gravelly voice, and the way he tells the story, and I embarrassed myself.
If you were crying, they would have to kick me out of the restaurant. They'd be like,
100%, dude.
Job, get the fuck out.
Because you know me, I'm very uncomfortable with that. In front of Artie,
suck with emotions.
in front of everybody, and I started to cry like I couldn't stop crying.
Why was he telling the story?
I asked him about his dad. I asked him. We got into the story after knowing him for 2 years. He's a beautiful man. I love the guy. I really love him, man. And it was really a treat to be with him.
He has some great stories. Obviously, he was on Stern and just a beast.
Beast, man.
I'd love to get him on here if he was.
He's gonna be.
Yeah,
he'll come on. And he'll kill you.
Or you and I just go to New York too.
Yeah, I'm always looking for an excuse to go to New York.
Did you hang out after?
He'll be here in January.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I already talked to him.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Should do dinner and
yes.
Coke.
Do some dinner and some blow. See what happens. He loves it. He's so open about all that stuff. He's so open about his struggles. We're not saying anything that people don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting if he didn't have those struggles, how, like, is he one of the greats?
I truly believe he is.
I'm saying, let's say he didn't have these holdups with the...
Without doubt. If he didn't have...
Is he...
He's already with the drugs, already with that. He's
still great.
He's still great.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder what his potential would have been.
Yeah.
But same with sports, like with John Jones, they go, man, think what John Jones could have done, or think what Mike Tyson could have done if they didn't go down this road. I don't think they're as great as they are if you make them go down that road.
See, this is a really interesting question, because sometimes part of what makes Artie so amazing and
the chaos.
And so lovable is that the chaos and the self-loathing and the sort of the a lot of times great comedians have a great deal of shame, self-loathing, and all those things, and that that brings out amazing comedy. It also brings out self-destructive behavior. So it goes hand in hand. So I don't know. How do you take one element out of somebody that makes him great? You know, it's really hard to. But he's a beautiful dude, man. I love him.
Yeah, he is aging like a pear in the sun, though, isn't
he? Like a pear in the sun. That's a good analogy.
The drugs that do that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. My buddy one time said that. My buddy goes, nobody had a lot of problems and then did a lot of blow and a lot of heroin and then went, you know what? Things are better now.